Lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tia, aka Teacup Simmer, and this is another part of our niche series in the West Wind Wolf Pack. So the West Wind Wolves are having a kind of a small celebration because, as you guys saw in the last part, this beautiful thing, Lenrami, just popped out of the ice thanks to Zephra's careful carving and the blessings and information from our wanderer Nuprinu. We were able to safely get Lenrami out of the ice and invite her into the tribe. Unfortunately, the problem is she has matching immunity genes with both of our male alpha contenders and even the youngest of our youngest of the pack. So currently she has no potential mates that will result in healthy children all the time. Right now Zephra is kind of ignoring that fact. She's just kind of teaching her sons the best ways to carve ice and introducing them to Lenrami because of course she is going to be part of the pack. She does not look like either any of the main pack members, so she's going to be considered an omega at the moment. Until she finds a mate of one of the brothers, she is not going to be considered an alpha or even a beta of any kind until she is given that rank. So that's the only way omegas can actually go up in ranks, is if they become a mate of one of the main line of our series. Currently we have Zephra over there teaching her sons about the ice and introducing Lenrami to everyone, and then we have Tadashi and Nuprinu and Rakesh over here kind of quietly contemplating and talking to each other, sharing stories. These of course are our very much more cautious younger ones, or cautious and relaxed nichelings, I should say. This side of the West Wind Wolf Pack is more about conservation and family and togetherness, whereas Zephra and her beast of her sons are all very much strong and capable and willing to protect the pack and are very aggressive. That's what we've been saying. So right now we're going to just continue with the day. We kind of want to get Zephra, she has about 7 days left. We want her to have at least one more baby. So we're going to have one of her sons. I'm trying to see which one would be the best one to light up her way. I think she should go this way. No, she's gonna be underneath a coconut tree. Oh my gosh, that was an accident. Oh no, hopefully the coconut doesn't fall on her. And then we'll have Lenrami come down. I think she would have noticed that Ahiga would have gotten a leech, and I think she'd come over here and pick it off in good faith. And let's see, she is also really good with the platypus beak, so we might send her out around here to see if she can find any of those little wiggly worms. I think we'll send Hemlock back down to spend time with his father and his younger brother. Hemlock looks so nice. I love the way Hemlock looks. He looks just like his mama. Whereas Ahiga looks so much like his dad with his spots, but he takes after his mother a lot when it comes to being aggressive. He is our Arctic ram fox hunter after all. So let's see, Tadashi, let's have you move a little bit and then we'll skip the day. She's safe. And let's have her come over here and pick this up. Lenrami, let's have you come over here. Pick these berries. And then come this way. Ahiga, I think, would follow her around because she's very exotic. She looks so different than his mother or any of his siblings or his father or even Nuprinu, who's been teaching them a few things. So I think he would find her really interesting. Hemlock, I don't think would be as enamored with her as his brother is. And I think he'd come over here and try and teach Tadashi how to whack at the crabbits for a second. I think it would be a little bit of family bonding. Let's have him come over here and mate with her really quickly, because We would have forgotten that. Oh, the leash got Tadashi. So we're going to pick that off. Nuprinu is actually not very good about what? It's the latest one. He got another leech? Oh, this poor darling. I think because of his tiny frame, he's still so small. He's still so much smaller than his family, even though everyone is gigantic. I think he's been attracting leeches. So let's skip the day. I think, let's see, Zephyra has 3 days until she has her baby. So frustrating. So let's have Ahiga. Neither of them can pick at that. So let's have Hemlock help his brother out and move away from the shore, since he seems to be a magnet for all of these really atrocious leashes. And let's have him follow his dad, since his dad does more inland hunting than his brothers or his mother. Zephyra, let's have you pick at this for a minute and then sit around and listening to Nuprinu. I really think Nuprinu has taken it upon himself to be almost like a guide. There are so many bunnies. Lemrami, call over the brothers. They don't move that fast, but I think she would want to help them out. Oh, she's like, oh yeah, her hammer tail makes her a little strong. It gives her 1 strength. So I think Hemlock would want to stay near his mother, but Ahiga would definitely be listening to Lenrami's cries about bunnies. And since she's been in the ice for so long, I think she would find all this activity extremely interesting and riveting. And Ahiga, being the also very aggressive one, would find her excitement really intoxicating. So I think these two would really get along. We still don't know if they're actually going to be mates or not, but I think he's the one that's the most interested in her. And if they did have babies, the fact that they have 1 immunity gene close is a problem, but it's not horrible. So if that's how it goes, it's going to be how it goes. He has 17 days, she has 20 days, so they could have a few children and it not be too bad. Let's see, 5 days. Zephyra has 2 days left till she can have her baby. And that means she's got, yeah, she could have 1 baby. She may be able to get 2 babies in. Maybe. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We don't have to worry about that. So there's Bunny right there. So let's have Lenrami come around and pick up the food, so they can they're kind of hunting together. She's helping him by picking up all the food that he can't pick up because he's not that quick. So she can be quick and quiet and pick up the food as he goes, which is super cute. Let's have Tadashi test out his hunting, listening to his dad talk about the best way to pick up grass and the best way to attract some of the bunnies to the area. Hemlock, let's have you come over here and pick up these berries. We want to make sure that the pack has enough food, of course. We've been staying in this general vicinity, and I think once Zephyra has her babies, they might start moving this way to kind of explore more in this area, because if Ahiga or Hemlock become the next leader, they may want to move away from this family nest. Ooh, we got 4 days. So she could have a baby she'd basically have her last baby on her last day. That is something. So let's have Nuprinu. Let's have you move so you don't get stuck there, because he's probably going to be the one to be like, I don't think he's going to be having any children, but I think he's going to be passing down the belief that white eyes are going to be very important if a child has those. So it might be a very interesting thing if we have children down the line who end up having blind eye, because Len Rami has that in her mutation menu. If we have any children that end up having that, then if they do end up showing up with not being able to see, they may be foretold to be able to communicate with the icebox or have a really interesting way of communing with them. I think we have one more, right? Yeah, it's over here. So we only have one more icebox that we'll have to crack open. So, Zephyra, show me what your new baby looks like. We'll get rid of this grass so I can see properly. Go forth. Oh my goddess. We have twins. And they're almost exact opposites. Oh my goodness. The daughters. Oh my gosh. Purple-eyed princesses with opposite horns and opposite claws and nimble fingers, and one has dots and one has stripes. This is almost too perfect. Guys, this is amazing. We have two beautiful little girls, and I don't even know what to name them. Well, one's definitely going to be, there's Lare and Rays. So there's BC and AD. Oh my gosh. So one can definitely be the mate of one of the brothers. Oh wow. This is so interesting. Oh wow. I'm so interested in this. So they won't be around, like it'll take them too long to age up for them to be one of the mates of the brothers. But in Lare, I don't think she may actually be as strong as her brothers. Yeah, she's got strength 5. She's just as strong as all of them. Reis isn't. She's like her father, and she's like Tadashi with her strength level. So she could never actually be an alpha. Strength is technically the first thing we look at, because that's what Zephyra would value when it comes to the importance of being able to continue the legacy of the pack. But strength isn't necessarily the only thing. It's more or less like, what are the best fits for the tribe? So I think, this is a conundrum, because these little ones have about 5 days before they're able to actually start having babies. So it's going to take them a second. But Reis and Lare, oh gosh, now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna name them. One has to be, I'm kind of loving this like almost like ice and plant names. I'm loving this. Christine is giving me life with these names. One of them I really liked. If you guys can't tell, Christine is one of our amazing people in the comments, so love you, darling. But and I'm pretty sure I said her name right. Yeah, Christine. Let me see, because there are a few names that I really like that for our wolf packs that I love. Let me think. Oh my gosh, she actually gave me the best names ever for this. Okay, so Sky Dream and Ash Flower. I love it. I think they're great. So this one will be Sky Dream, because I find this beautiful. So Sky Dream and Ash Flower. So these are the twins. Our beautiful purple-eyed princesses who are going to be staples in the tribe moving forward. Ooh, I am so happy. Zephyra, you were like a goddess send. I appreciate you to no end. And I think New Prenu would recognize that these two are very much, what's the word? Like omens, proper omens. Let's have Tadashi go after this one, so that we can have Rakesh come down so Zephyr can have another baby with him. And it's exactly 3 days, so she'll have her baby on the last day. We're trying to have as many wolves as possible before she passes away, so we have a lot of different mixes of genes to work with. So Ahiga and Lenrami are actually possibly going to be the next mated pair, because we can't really do anything about that was an accident. I didn't mean to do it. That was she's not gonna have a baby, you guys. That's not happening at the moment. We have to wait until Zephyr passes away. But it's a good thing. So she's currently still in Omega. They haven't technically become the pack leaders yet, so they can't have their children until they become pack leaders. Hemlock, let's have you start moving this way. And Tadashi is over here kind of expanding pack territories. But yeah, these two are going to end up being the next mated pair. The reason why I say that is because even though we were blessed by the goddess with 2 purple-eyed princesses, which definitely means that they are looked after by Zephrina. Zephrina is technically our goddess, the goddess of winds, and who looks after the Zephyrin wolf pack, or the West Wind wolves that we're saying. Because if you guys, like I said, if you haven't checked out our mountain update tribe, I'll still leave a link in the description box and in the doobly-doo card somewhere over up in the little corner over here. Zephyra was our main goddess, and she bestowed her blessings with purple eyes and ram horns onto our main lines. So the purple eyes are a major sign, and so are the ram horns, and the fact that these two sisters are pretty much exact opposites. Whereas Ashflower takes after her father, Skydream takes after her mother, and it's kind of perfect. So these guys are probably going to go on a bunch of adventures that I'm going to be super excited about. So right now, what we need to do is start moving most of the tribe up this way. Let's have Lenrami come over here. Can she pick up anything up this way? She's gonna stew some meat, actually. But yeah, the pack is kind of spread out over the mountain. We haven't had to deal with any cold spells yet, which we might end up having to soon. So hopefully that doesn't come about. But we have had a lot of interesting developments. We have a secret pregnancy for Lenrami, who is quietly hiding up on the top of the mountain while Ahiga looks after her, and they're waiting for Zephyr to pass away in the next 3 days. And we have the main family down here with the new princesses, Tadashi, his father, and New Prenu, who's kind of like, I'm gonna say like advisor, the one like spiritual advisor. I know we weren't originally going to have a shaman, but I kind of like the idea of New Prenu being an impromptu shaman to the wolves because of how much he's been providing information about how to pick up all of those genes that they need, and kind of supporting Zephyra, even though she can be a little prickly. Because of course Rakesh he's definitely supportive, but he would prefer to just go out and pick his berries than listen to her grumble and make plans about the grandeur of the potential wolf pack that they might have. Whereas Rakesh is just kind of like, does everybody have food? Does everybody have food, right? We're fine. It's cool. Like that's kind of how I see them. They're very different. They're very different creatures, but of course they've created an amazing family with such pretty genes. Oh my gosh, Ashflower, you two, you and your sister make my life happy. All right, you guys, this is where we're going to end this part today. We're going to see next time what the next baby that Zephyr is going to have. She is going to be passing away in the next episode, so we're definitely going to be excited to see what happens when she passes on the torch to Ahiga and Lenrami, who are going to probably be ruling for a kind of short time, because it's only going to be 15 days. Technically it's only going to be 12 days, and she's going to be ruling for the next 3 days. So it should be interesting. Hopefully they'll have enough time to have a few kids of their own who will be able to choose the next leaders. The pack should get a little bit bigger. New Prenu has 11 days. Rakesh should be passing around the same time Zephyr is. So it's going to be filled with brothers and sisters and their wanderer guide to help them figure out what they're going to do in the next leg of their journey as they follow all of the teachings that their mother gave them. So I hope you guys enjoy the series. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you really love me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!